Wow, you're the new Havoc CO. Must be my lucky day. I'm Jaxo. It's a real pleasure to meet you.
Working with a beautiful woman on a dangerous mission? I'd say it's my lucky day.
You want to focus, sir? We've got a job to do here, remember?
Nothing says your boss can't have a little fun, Sergeant. Let's get those op details out of the way. Your highly enviable task is to destroy a cache of nerve gas canisters that the Black Sun Syndicate is shipping to Tavis. The gas is called Travorus. Scary stuff. One canister can cover a square kilometer with 100% fatality inside of 10 minutes.
Can't say I'm too excited about being near this stuff.
No joke. Volunteers aren't exactly lining up for the pleasure. Lucky for us, it's pretty easy to neutralize Travorus, at least while it's still in the canisters. The compound in this bottle renders Travorus completely inert on contact. Just plug it into the canisters inside the Black Sun base, and the whole batch is history.
Should I just leave the neutralized gas behind?
Once the Travorus is neutralized, it's useless. No need to retrieve it. General Garza said not to bother. You also have another objective. A few hours ago, a bright red case was moved into the Black Sun space under heavy guard. If whatever's inside that case is valuable to Black Sun, it's bad news for us. So your job will be to find the case and bring me its contents.
I just can't say no to you, Jaxo.
Well, I'll have to keep that in mind. One last detail. Black Sun has signal jammers throughout their base, so General Garza won't know to send help if you get in over your head.
I'll be sure to stay alert, Sergeant.
Just be sure that handsome face of yours makes it back in one piece. Once you've taken care of the Travorus canisters and nabbed whatever's inside that red case, be sure to meet me back here to confirm the mission results. Good luck, Lieutenant.
Go.
Hey, you're back. Was the op a success? Were you able to neutralize the Trevorus?
Mission complete.
I wouldn't expect anything less from a man like you. How about that red case? Were you able to grab whatever was inside?
Here you go. A big, dangerous present from the Black Sun.
Oh, you shouldn't have. Looks like some kind of high-tech prototype blaster. You definitely know how to shop for a lady. I'll take it back to headquarters for analysis. Maybe we can find out where Black Sun is getting their weapons. Looks like we're all done here. It's been a blast, Lieutenant. I hope we get to work together again sometime.
I'll be sure to put your name forward the next time I need backup.
Sounds good to me. See you later.
Come in, Lieutenant. This is General Garza. A situation has developed with the Senate, and I need your help.
You need me to off a senator or something?
No, absolutely not. Tempting as it might be at times like this. Despite my best efforts, 3 members of the Senate Defense Committee have learned about Havoc Squad's defection, and they want to know the specifics. It's an informal inquiry for the time being, but you can bet it won't end there. I hate politics.
We don't have time for this, General.
I'm aware of that, Lieutenant, but we have no choice in the matter. The senators have asked that you appear in their office at the Senate Tower immediately to testify in the inquiry. I'm barred from influencing your testimony, but I will remind you that the more information that becomes public, the harder our job becomes.
It's my duty to provide accurate information to the Senate.
And I would certainly never advise you against keeping the Senate fully informed of our activities, Lieutenant. The senators are already waiting for you. Hurry back to the Senate Tower and try to get this over with quickly. Garza out.
As if we didn't have enough problems already.
Lieutenant, make yourself comfortable. On behalf of the Senate of the Galactic Republic, I want to thank you for appearing on such short notice for this informal inquiry.
You think I'd be here if I had any say in the matter?
I assure you, we will not hold you from your duties any longer than necessary, Lieutenant.
The purpose of this inquiry is to investigate the defection of several members of Republic Army Special Forces Squad number 326, codenamed Havoc Squad, to the Sith Empire.
Now, you recently served in Havoc Squad on Ord Mantell, Lieutenant. Is that correct?
I have no recollection of that.
Don't play games with us, Lieutenant. This is a serious situation, and your cooperation is required by law.
We understand that your work requires a degree of secrecy, and I assure you nothing you say will leave this room. So please answer truthfully.
While serving on Ord Mantell, all of the members of Havoc Squad, excluding yourself, defected to the Sith Empire. Is that correct?
I do not recall the events you described, Senator.
Is that so? Our sources tell us that not only were you present at the time of the defections, you were in fact the one who discovered them. General Vander's reports on the incident were frustratingly vague, and you apparently share his need to conceal the truth.
Please, we're only trying to discover the truth. If critical members of the Republic Armed Forces have defected, we'll need to take proper precautions.
Now, did Commander Tavis or any of the other members of Havoc Squad show signs of, say, instability, anger, frustration?
I'm afraid I don't know the people you're referring to all that closely, sir.
Lieutenant, you are lying to the Senate of the Galactic Republic.
Please, no one wants this to turn into a full-blown investigation. If you just answer honestly now, we can avoid all of that.
Lieutenant, let us speak hypothetically. Do you believe that anyone serving on Ord Mantell should have seen this situation coming?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure I know what you're referring to.
He refers to the situation in which your entire squad defected to the Sith Empire. And then you failed to aid a Senate investigation into the matter.
If we don't receive satisfactory answers now, we'll have no choice but to open a formal investigation.
I have one final question, Lieutenant. What connection, if any, exists between the events that occurred on Ando Prime and Havoc Squad's decision to defect?
Senator, I would remind you that the circumstances of Ando Prime are classified and occurred before the Lieutenant's involvement in Havoc Squad. You may ignore that question, Lieutenant.
Tavis said the Republic left Havoc to die on Ando Prime. Is that true?
As I said, Lieutenant, that subject is classified. You needn't trouble yourself about it.
Your part in this inquiry is concluded. You may return to your duties now.
Goodbye, Lieutenant.
It's good you've arrived, Lieutenant. We have a great deal to discuss. First, let me congratulate you for your work on the Black Sun operation. You did well disabling that nerve gas. Also, that prototype blaster you confiscated will teach us a great deal about the Black Sun sources.
That blaster would have been a lot more useful in my hands than in a lab.
We don't know where that weapon came from, Lieutenant. Relying on it for your missions would be risky at best. As for the Senators, they weren't very happy with your testimony. Useless and disrespectful were the words they used, actually.
Glad to hear I made an impression.
But it's a fine line we walk, Lieutenant. Making the Senate too angry could have dire consequences. On to more pressing issues. My agents have discovered a vital new link to Havoc Squad here on Coruscant. Jack Carden, the founder of Havoc Squad and Commander Tavis's former mentor, has been spotted on the city's lower levels. He's serving as an officer in a local vigilante group.
This guy's on Coruscant, and we didn't know until now?
No one knew where Carden had gone. The man is a ghost. Carden resigned his commission and disappeared after the debacle on Ando Prime. If he's turned up now, it can't be a coincidence.
Tavis told me that Ando Prime was the reason for Havoc's defection. What happened on that planet?
We sent Havoc to Ando Prime to cut off an Imperial offensive, but the enemy numbers were much bigger than Intel had led us to believe. When we tried to dispatch an extraction team, the Senate shut down the entire operation. We were causing an incident and breaching the peace. Bureaucrats. Havoc was left with no support and no way home. But in spite of insurmountable odds, Carden led Havoc out of there alive.
You left your own people to die out there?
No. The Senate made their order very clear, and none of the Republic forces in the area were willing to disobey it. Carden resigned as soon as he learned the truth, and Tavis took over the squad. They were never quite the same. What is important now is that we've discovered Jack Carden's location. I want you to bring him in at all costs.
I really doubt Carden will be any use to us.
You just worry about getting him here, Lieutenant. His full usefulness can be determined later. The vigilante group Carden is working with is called the SWTOR's Brigade. They control a large area of Coruscant's lower levels and are openly hostile to all outsiders.
Why do we tolerate these hostile groups here on Coruscant?
Most areas are safe. These sectors are the last pockets of lawlessness, aftermath of the Imperial attack. Our surveillance shows that Carden spends most of his time in the SWTOR's main base. You will attempt to capture him there. Carden is a crucial link to Tavis and the rest of the Havoc traders, Lieutenant. Bring him in no matter what it takes.
I'll bet I won't even break a sweat.
Carden led the best soldiers in the entire Republic. Don't underestimate him. I'm counting on you, Lieutenant. Dismissed.